All right, so it's the next day. We're driving up to Panama City, and I had a lot of work to do this morning. And on this whole ride, again, I was working the whole time. It's probably not safe, but I get a lot done while I'm driving. But I was just thinking right now, I have an appointment to go run right now. So as soon as I pulled up, there's an appointment for me because this team is awesome. Our team is just sick. But I was thinking about it, like, man, I haven't sold in a while, I think I sold one this month. That was it. Because I'm really working on other tasks. And, you start to get this little doubt in your mind. Even as a sales guy that sold hundreds and hundreds of deals, you get this weird thought of like, oh, it was all a fluke. Like, it was all a fluke. I got lucky however many hundred times, and I'll never do it again. And when that happens, you realize the only thing you need to do is just look at other models of success. Whatever you have. So if it's your own, in the past, like, hey, I have sold hundreds of deals. I've done this before. Me, in this same skin suit, I've done that amount of deals. Or even look at your team. Like, dude, we're putting up consistently, 2-3 deals a day in the same market. It's there, it exists, so you can go get it too. So when that lack of confidence starts to hit, you get it from looking at other success, other people's success. If you're a lone wolf, you don't have a team, and you're just starting out, you have no success, you just got to go look at other people's success. Hey, people have done this before or something like this. It exists, it's out there. So that's why success breeds more success. When you're lacking that confidence, just look at other models of success, and that's where it'll come from. Just got to my second hotel, and man, sometimes I don't know if I'm working or if I'm on vacation, but this is freaking sweet. Looking over the bay, however you open this, I don't know. There you go. Whatever those floaty things are, who knows what that is. But basically, the reason I picked this one, it was more expensive, but from the other ones by like $40. And I was like, oh, maybe let's save $40, but I'm not feeling good. I actually think I got myself sick from playing too much basketball. Like, I think I went so hard that like I'm having muscle breakdown, and my body's like eating itself right now. So I'm like, all right, let me chill out for a sec, recoup, and then either later today or tomorrow I can hit it hard. But I literally picked this one because I was 1 minute away from it. So I pull up, I go, hey, if I check in now, can you guys get me in a room now? Because it's only like 2 o'clock. And they're like, yeah. So this is literally why I picked it. But it's just, I feel super lucky sometimes to just be able to do stuff like that, get the nicer spot and more expensive because it's right next to me. And in hindsight, it's $40, so it's not a big deal. But not having to pinch pennies is really nice, all the time anyway. So, and one thing I want to talk about is delegation. So obviously I have a whole company running. I have 5 people overseas calling, cold calling, and I have 8 people door knocking. It's like a total of 13 people. I have another assistant too. So got a lot of employees, but man, you got to be able to toss tasks off, delegate. It's what's going to be the difference between you hating your business and hating your life, or you loving your business, loving your life, and actually letting your business do what it intended to do, which was to make your life better, not worse, right? So the thing about delegation is you got to realize people want to help. Like, they want to feel like they're helping. They want to feel like they're useful. If you've ever had like a summer break or whatever in school, you start to feel like, dude, I feel like you start to feel like a loser if you've really got nothing to do. So people want to help. They want to feel involved. And honestly, I think a lot of business owners and managers don't delegate enough of what they could. And people are sitting there saying, man, I don't got enough to do. I know there's a lot of people that feel like they have too much to do, but I think a lot of people feel like they don't have enough to do. So don't be afraid to delegate. And I think my opinion is, if you over delegate to one person, they're going to let you know. If you've built that trust and connection and relationship enough, they're just going to let you know. I don't think they're just going to quit on you because you've given them too much. If they do, you guys probably didn't have a really good relationship. They'll probably tell you, hey, Sean, this is a little bit too much for me. Perfect. All right. Hey, thank you for letting me know. And then you can delegate some other tasks to somebody else. So I'm going to rejuvenate and get ready to freaking hit it after this once I get a little better. All right, figured I'd show the hotel room view right now because it's freaking crazy. Woo! Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. And I always try to, when I can, take the more expensive hotel, get the better Airbnb, get the better flight if it's first class, whatever, when you can, because it just kind of, I think it puts you in this state of like, I deserve these things, right? A lot of people have never even been able to stay in a place like this. It's nothing too crazy, I know, but when you get to stay here, you say, all right, this is what I'm worth. This is what I deserve. When you go and cut corners and pinch pennies and you're staying at the Super 8 or the Red Roof Inn, and I've done that, trust me, I've done it a lot. I've pretty much lived in a Super 8 in Yucca Valley, California for like 2 months straight. But, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. But when you take the nicer place or you take the nicer flight or whatever, it just kind of like reminds you like, hey, I'm worth it. This is what I'm working for, is to never not, be in the nice hotel or never not take the most convenient way of traveling, which is like first class or even private. So when you can get around those things, it's going down now, get around those things as much as possible, do it, make sure you're in your budget. Don't waste money when you should be spending it on something else. But it's just one thing I've always tried to do. Actually, I had a mentor teach me that, and I've always stuck by it. All right, the day is pretty much over. It's nighttime, just ate some dinner. So gonna get ready for bed, but there's a lot for me to be stressed about right now. I got this tax bill I gotta pay, which is honestly like I'm kind of impressed with myself, because the number is just absolutely insane for a 25-year-old. It's just kind of crazy. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You gotta pay it. But for those that don't know, if you don't pay any taxes, that means you didn't make any money. So you can't get any loans because you can't prove any income. So you could make $1 million a year, but if you write $900K off, you only made $100,000 according to lenders and whoever. So paying taxes is actually good. Like, you should pay some taxes, but it definitely sucks when it comes time to fork the money over. That's one of the things that's hard about being a business owner. They don't just take the taxes out before. I'm super grateful that they don't, because then I get to decide where my tax money goes. Does it go to potholes? Do I let the government kind of have control over it, which we know how good of a job they do, not always the best. I'd rather me have control over it. So whether I'm investing in, consulting, making myself smarter, making my business better or whatever, I'd rather spend it on that. So, but you still got some left over when you do turn a profit. So, a lot of taxes to pay, and then trying to close on this house, which is super stressful, getting the team going, keeping the team going. They just passed the big beautiful bill, which is set to eliminate solar tax credits at the end of 2025, which would be the first 5.5 years I've been doing this. There's always been a tax credit. It's been 22% when I started, and then now it's been 30% the past few years, but now it's looking like it's going to disappear. The Senate's going to vote on it July 4th. They're probably going to vote yes. They're going to pass it. So we're looking at 90% chance, 80% chance that we're not going to have a tax credit come the new year. I'm always optimistic. I think people like to jump on the train after it leaves. So we have a bunch of urgency right now to get people in for that tax credit. And then when the tax credit's gone, a bunch of people are going to want to do it because you're like, oh, you're getting rid of solar. It's this weird thing people do. But when the incentive's actually gone is when people jump on, because people want to jump on the train as it's leaving. Kind of weird. But it's just a lot to think about. Lately having a lot of different stressors coming at once, needing to really focus on sleep, recovery, and just being calm, keeping the mind calm, because stress does weird freaking things to you, dude. You get injuries that you never thought you had, little health effects that come out of nowhere, and it's all just results of stress. So you got to be good at really controlling. I think stress is a good thing, but you got to have a barometer of oh, I'm going over past that limit to where it's not healthy anymore. And the cool thing that I've found is there's never really a reason to be stressed, ever. It's all going to work out. Now, if you did something illegal and the police are coming for you, you're gonna go to jail forever. Yeah, you should be stressed, but you fucked up, right? But if you are walking, doing things correctly, legally, ethically, and morally, there's no reason to ever be stressed. It'll all work out. You could go bankrupt, and again, as long as you didn't commit any crimes, you'll come back. It's the beauty of this country. It's sick. You can go bankrupt and try again. Not recommending it, but you could. So I keep that in mind. Not that we're at risk of that or anything, but everything could go to crap all at once, and I'd be fine. And that's what kind of keeps stress off my plate. I've already done things that most people my age could never even dream of doing. So, pretty cool. But peace.